Action.
Bueno, aquí estamos en el albergue La Libélula, que es de la ONG Educacion y Futuro, y vamos a visitar el albergue de las niñas.
I'm not a niña here, I'm just hi. I'm not
We have two albergues. This one is okay, it's working because it's okay in the infrastructure. And the other one has a lot of problems and we can't use it.
And my understanding is that this one was rebuilt recently. This has been here for 20 años más o menos.
Ambos tienen la misma edad, pero lo hemos...
Pero este proyecto de 20 años más
Sí,
o menos.
20 años.
So it's been here for about 20 years. And they house young girls particularly that have had to leave home for various reasons. Some stay for a week or two before they can be reunited with family. Sometimes it goes for, months and months and months. They work with the city of Tarija in Bolivia. Here are some of our residents. Hello. And then this is the building that was remodeled. This is supposed to be a general play area. Vincent has already taken me through here, although they've had to add some extra beds right now. Numbers have gone up. Normally, there should be 16 young girls staying in this older structure, although they've had as many as 25 and currently have 22. But they were able to remodel this a couple of years ago. And you'll see, pretty basic, but nice enough rooms for the kids. They have schooling here, etc. Funding comes a little bit from various sources around the world. As I said, it's been here about 20 years or so. And this is the teacher's room. They have a full-time teacher living in here as well. And, again, 22 girls and 2 toilets, but it's at least remodeled and a little bit nicer than it was. They say that they do need to expand here, but that's maybe a future hope. And this is the other structure that is pretty much gutted out, and this is what they are hoping to remodel. They definitely have the need. There'd be
El primer problema son los techos.
big problem with the roofs, a lot of leaking in here, of course. That's going to be a problem.
Muchas puertas y ventanas que no se abren bien.
Right, the doors would have to be replaced, and as we go inside, we'll see what the current status is.
And with the tube, with the water, con el agua tenemos
Plumbing.
muchos problemas de humedad.
Yeah, problem with leakage and plumbing and so forth, and leaking from the roofs.
Aquí queremos cerrar ese patio para que las niñas puedan jugar.
So they're probably going to cement this over if they can get the funds. They've got more space here. As pretty as the flowers are, there is no shortage of pretty flowers in the
Queremos
area.
cambiar estos muebles porque están muy viejos, muy viejos.
Got very, very old furniture, plants, tables, etc. All of those would need to be replaced.
Las camas con los colchones no tenemos. Podemos entrar en este, pues el segundo.
Segundo.
Bueno, cualquier, pero...
And this is just an example of what a room is now. This is, I guess, a play area would be. Obviously would need some painting
Aquí podemos poner 4 camas en cada cuarto.
And they would probably put 4 beds in here. We can see up here, we see the major problems with the ceiling and the leaking and so forth. So pretty substantial. And I think in one of these rooms there is also already like some old beds. Yeah, again, these are probably pretty old mattresses, etc. But the idea would be, y quiere aquí a 4 cuartos de cada...
Son 4 cuartos, 16 para 16 niñas.
So this would allow them to go with their capacity from 16 to 32. And la necesidad de más espacio es muy importante hoy en día, ¿no?
Porque actualmente tenemos 16 camas, pero hay muchas niñas. Cada día, cada noche nos traen niñas con la policía, con la defensoría, con el juez del menor, juez de la familia. Son niñas que han sido abusadas, maltratadas, violadas, entonces necesitan un lugar para vivir hasta encontrar una solución.
So basically it is a short-term solution. Most of the girls here are brought by the city, by the police, by the juvenile courts, etc., etc. Most have been mistreated, very often cases, very awful types of abuse, etc. It's a temporary solution, but again, sometimes the girls will stay here for as long as a year. And they absolutely, particularly with COVID, it apparently has hit a lot of families really hard, families that simply can't support their kids any longer, they're not working. Well, they certainly need the other 16 beds. And then here's the bathroom in here, which is obviously completely unuseful. The windows don't shut, etc. There is one toilet that not in a million years.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
There is no shower.
I think the question, ¿y cuánto debe costar probablemente para cambiar este edificio entre el otro?
Sí, como el otro hemos hecho con $7,000.
So the other they transformed
hace
from
2
this.
años.
Okay, so 2 years ago they transformed the other building for about $7,000 it cost to turn the other building from what you're seeing here into this, and that's sort of the goal, is to make that happen again.
Pero si podemos comprar colchones o camas, va a ser un poquito más.
Okay.
Puede ser 10,000, no sé.
So I'm guessing we're talking the $7,000 to $10,000 range to double the space that they have here. And you know, just my little thing, they have an already beautifully built swimming pool that's obviously in total disrepair. This would probably cost, Vincente believes, another $10,000. And realistically, I don't know if we can raise something like that. But it makes a lot of sense to me because, of course, it's not just about eating and having a place to sleep. The ability to swim, to learn to swim, you know, joyful recreation for a lot of kids that have gone through some really tough times. This would be, for some reason, this little project to me that seems like it could be pretty meaningful.